If you're new to the industry, you do not want to miss this one. Guys, welcome to the Mr. Bubbles channel where we dish out awesome pressure washing business advice to beginners. I got a good one for you guys. We've been talking for like the last 2-3 videos about foundational things that you're going to need in order to run a successful, profitable pressure washing business. And today I got 4 things on that for you. But before we get into today's episode, wanted to make a quick announcement because, guys, we are three people away from reaching another milestone with our memberships. 300 members right now. We're sitting at 297. So make sure, if you have not done this yet, make sure you sign up. You guys got to remember our 300th member, which, by the way, it's going to happen today, but I'm making the final announcement on Friday. The 300th member to sign up for our channel is getting a free business in a box. Of course, you guys already know that's like a $200 value. So make sure that you sign up, guys. The membership is done through YouTube itself. I don't know if you knew that or not. You just hit the join button right here. It's $5 a month, guys, and you get access to a bunch of videos. You have a Facebook private page just for members. Anyway, the bottom line is there's a bunch of perks. The $5 a month, guys, is essentially your tuition to the Mr. Bubbles Power Washing Academy. That's what this channel is, guys. It's a virtual trade school for you guys that teaches you how to grow your business, how to build a rig, how to get customers. Anyway, the bottom line, guys, is make sure you sign up. Huge benefits, huge amount of resources there for you guys as well. Like I said, there's a lot of videos that are for members only, so I highly recommend that. Now, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode. Super excited about this one because, again, guys, you know, as we get closer and closer to the end of the year, I want you guys to, you know, go back. Don't just listen to these videos. I want you to study them and then apply. Of course, knowledge without application doesn't mean anything, right? Like, just for you to just know a bunch of stuff is not going to help you make more money. You need to become a student, yes, but then you need to go and actually apply the things that you learn. And that's what the purpose of this is. And if you guys are making some of these mistakes, that's okay, guys. That's how I got to where I am today, by making a bunch of mistakes. So the bottom line is, by the next season, you know, if you're in a cold area like me, you want to make sure that you have all of these things in place, and it's going to help you become successful. So number 1 in today's list, I got your pricing is too low. We've talked about this a lot on the channel, pricing. Now, the great news is we put together a 2-page PDF. This is a free resource for you. All you got to do is email me. Of course, you will find my email in the description of this video, and I will send that out to you guys. I suggest you laminate these 2 pages. Keep it in your truck when you're out there doing estimates and people ask you for pricing. You can literally go to your cheat sheet and, you know, go that way, because you don't want to goof up on your pricing, guys. Like, when you are making the mistake of charging too low, it creates a host of different problems in your company. Like, for example, you attract the wrong type of customer. I recently spoke to somebody, and they're in their 2nd year, and they're charging about $200 per house wash. And that was one of the first things I told them. I said, man, that's probably the biggest, I would definitely say that's the biggest mistake he's making right now, because there's just absolutely no way, guys. I don't care what part of the country you are in. $200 for a house wash is simply not enough. It's not enough for you to grow your business, not enough for you to upgrade your equipment, not enough for you to invest in your image. We talk about branding all the time on this channel. It's not enough for you to, like, get employees. Like, as you guys well know, I have office people. I have people that answer the phone, accountants, administration people. Guys, if you want to grow a successful business, you got to make sure that this is one of those foundational pillars, guys. Make sure. Do not make this mistake of charging too low, because, again, not only are you attracting the wrong type of customers, but then you're just not going to have enough money for you to run your company. And essentially what you're doing, guys, instead of building a successful company, you just took your, living paycheck to paycheck job that you once had and you replaced that with this. And what's the point of that? Like I did this business, guys, because I wanted to be financially free, financially independent. I wanted to be able to travel and to do awesome things with my life. And you're not going to be able to get there if your pricing is not right. And again, as a jumping off point, make sure that you're using that PDF that I'm going to send you, because again, and it doesn't matter what part of the country you're in, it's going to at least give you kind of like a barometer to know what you should charge from the very beginning. You got things on there like how to charge for soft washing, gutter cleaning, roof cleaning, etc., all of those things. So make sure you guys are rising your prices up. You guys see, the cost of everything in this country, guys. I mean, what can I say? It's like double. Some things are triple from where they are. I mentioned this before. In 2021, our solution, our SH, was $1.89 a gallon. Now we pay $3.89. So the price has doubled from 2021 to 2022. And then so has our hoses and our fittings. And the bottom line is, you're just not going to make good money if your pricing is too low. Number 2 on my list is what I call pick a path. And what I mean by that is this. From the very beginning, you guys need to decide what kind of company you're going to have. And, the back end analytics on my channel shows that about 80 to 90% of you guys are brand spanking new, like under 2 years in the industry. Guys, if I were you, what I would focus on is residential. So when I say pick a path, you have commercial pressure washing and you have residential. To me, they're two completely different businesses. The reason why I say that is I've noticed that with residential, man, the equipment is a little bit different, guys. You need bigger buffer tanks. Sometimes you need a hot water unit. You're not doing much in commercial if you don't have at least an 8-gallon a minute machine. And those types of machines, like, one of our commercial units here, the rig has a 500-gallon tank with a 10-gallon a minute machine. And the bottom line is, we do our business here. We're about 80 to 85% residential, 15% commercial, but we have the right equipment. And also, guys, I've noticed through the years that commercial, there's all kinds of different types of chemicals that you're not going to be using on the residential side. I would implore you to start in residential, become an expert on the residential side as you grow that side of the business. And by that, I would say have at least 1,000 residential jobs under your belt before you decide to get into commercial. I wouldn't even target any sort of commercial until you grow in your knowledge base, meaning like your chemicals, your experience, you upgrade your equipment, your branding, you have shirts and things of that nature. And then the final thing I'm going to say about that is this. Guys, it's just a little bit easier to make money on the residential side than the commercial side, because what we've noticed with commercial is all of those people have a budget that they're working with. Whereas the homeowner, they don't necessarily have a budget. They want to get things done. For them, it's more about pride. Like, that's their home. We say here all the time on Mr. Bubbles channel that your customer, their biggest asset is their home. So they're going to want to take care of that. We've had jobs where, people spend $3,000 to $5,000 on taking care of things in their home. And sometimes it's very difficult to get, a job in commercial where you're making a 40, 50% net margin. And we do that all the time in residential. So I would tell you, if I was giving you guys advice, which I do here all the time on the channel, I would say stick to residential first. Then as you grow on your journey, you start to get into the commercial side. Now, guys, before we go any further, let me talk to you real quick about my business in a box. Guys, quick announcement. I've created a digital product called Mr. Bubbles Business in a Box. Check this out. Okay, so the Mr. Bubbles Business in a Box is actually a thumb drive that we're going to send to you guys to your physical address. And when you get this thumb drive, you're going to see a folder that's called Box in it. And then when you open it, you're going to see all of these files right here, guys, all of these folders. And guys, this thing has over 500 files, anything and everything I've ever created from my business. So all of the blueprints, training modules, documents, all of the things that you guys constantly email me about, your pricing PDF, for example, your marketing blueprints, anything that you could need for your business is in here. That's why we call it a business in a box. One of the things that I really like about this is, guys, check out all of these pictures. So you have a total of 300 before and after pictures that you guys can add to your website and your Facebook and your Google My Business. And check this out. So there's a folder called Google SEO, and the pictures already have the SEO words in them. And this one photo right here has over 300. This specific folder has 190 pictures, but all in all, it's over 300 pictures. Look at some of these pictures, guys. Amazing before and afters pictures for you guys to be able to add to all of your social medias and whatnot. This is going to help you get a lot of customers. And of course, your edible postcards are on here. And then finally, you got training videos on here as well, guys. Like, for example, the video on how to optimize your Google My Business, the Mr. Bubbles. You got several videos. So they're like training modules. You got all the PDFs. The bottom line, guys, is this. This is going to help you with your business. So don't miss out. Make sure that you email us so you can get your business in a box today. In order to get your business in a box, you just got to hit the link in the description of this video. And I say this all the time on the channel, guys. The more you know, the more you grow. That's how come I decided to create this business in a box, because it has everything in there you need to be able to grow your business. And I really believe that this is going to be a game changer for you. Guys, you do not want to miss out on this one. There you have it, guys. The next one on my list, number 3, is something that, for whatever reason that is, I have actually never talked about on this channel, and I wanted to share this with you, is picking the right name, or it's all in the name. Guys, I might have mentioned this once. I know I talked to a lot of you guys, and I email you, and some of you guys, I have already communicated this, that my first 2 years in the business, my name was not Mr. Bubbles. I had a different name. It wasn't until towards the end of the 3rd season when I changed my name, because I noticed that name, I wasn't getting any traction with that name. I changed the name over to Mr. Bubbles, and the rest is history. So I would recommend you guys from the very beginning, pick a name that resonates with you, but that there's a certain level of professionalism. I would definitely recommend you guys not to pick your name. Like, I wouldn't, if your name is John, I wouldn't name your company John's Pressure Washing or John, Soft Washing or whatever. I would stay away from that, because that's what a lot of other people do. I would try to pick a name also that has keywords in it. And as a matter of fact, I want to read this for you guys. So for you guys that don't have ChatGPT, I'll put up the website here, openai.com. I want to make sure, I would highly recommend you guys sign up for ChatGPT. It's a free account. I went on ChatGPT. You see this list here? And what I did is I asked ChatGPT to give me 10 amazing names for a pressure washing business. And guys, the last one on this list, I really like, and the name's available, the website's available. Highly recommend you go with this name if you're listening to me. Of course, hundreds, I have over 100,000 of you guys that listen to me every month. So I would not lollygag on this, because somebody's going to jump on this. It might as well be you. So the first name it gave me is Pure Power Wash. Pure, P-U-R-E, Pure Power Wash. I like that. Number 2, Clear Shine Pressure Pros. Clear Shine Pressure Pros. You got to remember, all of these names are names that are available. That's why ChatGPT gave me these names. Aqua Force Washers. I really like the name Aqua Force. I can see, for example, you picking up the phone, Aqua Force, this is, Bob, how may I help you? So I like the name Aqua Force. Prime Clean Solutions. I like that. Prime Clean. Precision Power Washing. Again, I like the name Precision. And you notice power washing, a strong SEO word. That would be a really good name for your company, Precision. Thank you for calling Precision. How may I help you? I like that. Next Level Clean. That's okay. I like it. I don't love it, but I do like it. Revive. I like the name Revive. Revive Wash Company. I like that. Jetstream Cleaners. A bit of a tongue twisters, but I like it. And then I got two left. Pro Blitz Pressure Washing. Pro Blitz. I like that. Pro Blitz. Pro Blitz Pressure Washing. And then the last one on this list is my favorite. Highly recommend you go with this. I just checked. It's available. Like, you can buy the .com is available, so you can get the website. Names available. Everything's available on it. Elite Washworks. Elite Washworks. So if you buy, for example, elitewashworks.com, and then, you can just use the name Elite. Thank you for calling Elite. How may I help you? So I would definitely go with any of these names. If you want this list, I can send it to you. But any of these names are going to be good. But I really, really, really like the name Elite Washworks. And like I was saying, guys, there's a lot in the name. So this is important because you want a name that is marketable, a name that, sticks to people and they're going to remember it, especially when you get to the level where you have wraps, websites, online presence. You want all of that stuff to look super professional. That's why I highly recommend you guys give a little bit more thought. And then also, I say this all the time, guys, like, I am your greatest resource. I am part of your network. You guys are part of my network. Email me if you have a name that you're thinking in mind. You can run it by me and I'll tell you if I think it's a good name or not. Number 4, the last thing on my list, grow organically. Here's the deal. Some of you guys are trying to do too much too fast. I say this all the time on my channel. Guys, I didn't become a success overnight. Like, it took me 6-7 years for me to get to the point where I was, making really, really good money with my company. And that's been about 4 or 5 years now where that's the case. My first 3 years, I was just like keeping my head above water, literally. So make sure that you guys set up a plan for yourself where you're growing organically. Now, what do I mean specifically by that? I'm going to give you guys a great example. So recently, one of you guys reached out. You guys know, you can book calls with me. Of course, the link to that is in the description of this video as well. And about a dozen of you guys a month reach out to me and for consultation. So one of the last consultations that I did about 2 people ago, the guy, when I asked him about, his forms of marketing, because we were doing a consultation about, different ways to get customers and grow in your business. And he explained to me that he doesn't have a lot of time for marketing. So the only form of marketing that he does is Facebook. And he spends $1,500 a month on Facebook. But again, that's the only form of marketing. And I dug a little bit deeper and found out that he doesn't even have a GMB page, a Google My Business page. And yet he's spending $1,500 a month on marketing. That's somebody that is trying to, get somewhere too fast, too quickly. And there's just no way around it. Guys, success is hard to attain. It's hard to achieve. That's why, a lot of people get into this business, but only about maybe 10 to 15% or less become successful because it's difficult, right? I've said this all the time on this channel. This is one of my favorite things to say is that anything in life that's valuable is going to be hard to attain. So make sure that you guys understand this concept. My goal for you guys is that you set up we talked about this in the other video, boots on the ground marketing strategy. Get your name out there. Remember, customers want to do business with people they know, they trust, and they like. Make sure that you're out there shaking hands and putting your face out in front of people. This is very important. Boots on the ground marketing. And then the other thing is, set up a referral program. Talk to people. Get your name out there. I'm not even going to mention marketing as something that, that's the thing probably that we talk about the most on the channel is networking. Guys, make sure that you're growing organically. Or if not, you grow fast, fall fast. I say that all the time. Grow fast, fall fast. You want to make sure that you grow organically because you're in this for the long run. You're in this, to run a marathon, right? You want to be in business 10 years from now. You want to grow organically. And by the way, this is the best way really to make a lot of money within, like, let's say less than a 36-month span. You see what I'm saying? Like, guys, it's a lot better for you to pick up the neighbor, for you to pick up the the coworker, have a solid referral program within your company. Talk to people and get your name out there. Again, I can send you a list. We call it, it's like a one-page PDF, Boots on the Ground Marketing. There's 10 things in there that you need to focus on. I would do that way before. I've often have said this probably over like 8 or 9 times since I started my channel. If you're making less than $30,000 a month, which I would say 80-90% of you guys are, I wouldn't even be spending any money on any form of online marketing of any kind. No Google My Business, no Facebook, no Yelp, none of that stuff. If you're not making a lot of money already, it does not make any sense for you to do that. You want to stick to your passive forms of marketing or your inexpensive forms of marketing, free marketing first. You want to saturate all of that. I mean, how does that make any sense? You don't have a Google My Business page, which is free, and you're spending all of this money on Facebook. That makes 0 sense to me, like 0 cents. So make sure you guys are paying attention to that. You grow organically, grow the right way, and you're going to become very successful. Remember, guys, the ultimate goal is to create financial freedom for yourself. That's the name of the game. That's why we're doing that. And of course, guys, I am the ultimate resource for you guys. Just reach out to me. I'll help you guys with all the different blueprints. I do not want you guys to make all the mistakes that I made because, guys, making mistakes, man, it costs you time, energy, effort, and a lot of money, and I don't want to see you guys go through that. And that's all I got for you guys today. I really appreciate you coming to the channel, watching this How to Grow Your Pressure Washing Business video. Highly recommend you watch the next one as well. In the next video, we should be announcing the winner of the free Business in a Box, our 300th member here on the channel. So we're excited about that. And then, and the next thing is, guys, I always say this to you. Reach out to me. Just email me. I got a bunch of resources. Just let me know what you need. I'll send that out to you guys because, man, guys, like, it's very difficult to grow, like, learning from your own mistakes. It's better to grow from the mistakes of others, right? We talk about that all the time. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bubbles out.